Hey guys, Huzzy here bringing you another video. Now very quickly, before the video begins, you may see this update and message a couple times in this week. Thought I'd announce I'm giving away a Riot Ward skin on my Instagram. So all you got to do to enter is follow, click on that post, probably on your mobile phone, like it and leave your region. This is going to be lasting roughly a week, and obviously this is one of the League's rarest items ever in the game. The reason why I'm giving it away, because everybody at the London celebration got given one of these, is because all I was going to do with it really was put it on a Smurf, and I kind of feel, you know, it's League celebration, I kind of think it deserves someone's main account. And I've already got it on my main, I've already got it on a Smurf, so I'm giving it away to someone to use it on their main account. And that will be great. Now, furthermore, so that's that announcement. Go enter right now if you want to. The other announcement, when it comes to Riot Ward skins, I'm also going to be giving more of them away. So this upcoming Saturday, I think it's the 26th, I'm doing a subathon on Twitch. So twitch.tv/HuzzyGames. Go follow that if you haven't already and ding the bell notification. I'm doing a subathon that is potentially lasting 24 hours, and Riot very kindly is giving me more Riot Ward skins to give away in that stream. I'm kind of like putting it as a celebration to League of Legends 10 years as well. Just delayed, obviously, because I was away during that time. But the cool thing, this is the first subathon I'm going to be able to do and talk the whole way through. So usually I have to stop talking at like a 10 p.m, 11 p.m. I'll be able to talk the whole way through it. You know, if we manage to get to the 24 hours, that would be amazing. And we're going to be giving away some of the Riot Ward skins there. So again, if you like what I do here on the YouTube channel and everything, that stream is like, would be an amazing place to kind of go, yep, hey, how you doing? Even if you just want to come watch it. If you want to throw a sub, that would be even better. But that's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of ranked play. You know, obviously, unfortunately, the card game is offline during that stream, but we'll be doing a bunch of fun stuff during. And we'll have hopefully some special guest streamers pop in every now and then to try and keep me awake by like yelling at me while we're in game or something. But yeah, that is the update. Go enter on the Instagram. Make sure you're here this upcoming Saturday. And obviously, because we potentially are going around 24 hours, if you can't make the beginning of the stream, well, you'll be able to make some time during it, probably. And we won't, you know, I won't give all the Riot Ward skins away at the beginning of the stream. We're going to spread them out, and we'll probably give away some of them if we do manage to make it to 24 hours. I'll give away some there too. But yeah, make sure you do all that stuff. Thanks everybody for checking out the content and supporting what I do, especially during Worlds, because obviously this time of year is notorious for it being kind of hard for YouTubers because we have to compete with Worlds, and that's never a great competition because Worlds is always going to win that. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time, and if you could do me a massive favor, just throw a like on this video before it begins. That'll be awesome, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Hey guys, Huzzy here bringing you another video. Now welcome back to more Back to Master. Now today we're doing a POV commentary, so obviously I'm back from the event trying to get as much content out as possible. So one of the ways of doing that is recording without, we're playing the games late at night and then obviously recording over them. We're doing that for today and hopefully we'll get some live commentary soon. So here's the loading screen obviously. You've probably been looking at it for a few seconds. A couple of things to note. Diamond 4 Caitlyn, bit random, but they are dual queue with a Zillion, who also has a pretty bad win rate. Are against a aggressive laner Pantheon. It's a support main, but you can see whenever they're playing, I guess, top, which is their second role, they actually do pretty good on Pantheon. I picked Yorick as an experiment into Pantheon, as I kind of want to see, does it work? And then, yeah, so negative win rate Jhin. The Kayn looks pretty good. The Veigar looks okay. The Leona is auto-filled and does have V2 in her name, so that could be some type of Smurf. But the interesting point to make is the Echo on my team. This is the second game in a row that I got this guy. It's a, I think it was like it's an Echo one-trick pony with a bit of Master Yi. The game before this, I played Darius. We were winning the game. We had like a 12-1 rise. Unfortunately, we had an Ornn jungle that completely threw us the game, and we ended up losing that game. And the Echo was my opponent jungler last game. They played Master Yi, they got a Quadra-kill, they got really fed, and obviously, yeah, getting a bit of a free jungle versus an Ornn. And I do know you can make Ornn jungle work, by the way, just that guy didn't. Now, the game should be starting pretty soon. And, you know, just to kind of explain why the Yorick pick versus Pantheon. Mainly because I feel, well, we've all said it, Pantheon is really good in the early game. You know, even I'll agree to that. But the smarter player you are, you'll get punished less by his early game. You don't let him get ahead. You know, especially on Professor, we saw it says, aggressive laner. So if I just kind of have a little bit of a passive lane phase, don't die to him in the 1v1 early, you know, with his Ignite and his early scaling, Yorick to me is going to be perfect against Pantheon for a couple of reasons. While we are, by the way, potentially looking for some type of invade here, we do have a Pyke mid, by the way, which Pyke mid is a very risky pick. So Riot kind of balanced Pyke mid out of meta and out of mid. Riot didn't really like him going in a solo lane, but still some people are playing it. And obviously it can work kinda, but it's just risky. Now this invade is risky as well because they just used the Echo W and Pyke Q, so we're invading with no form of CC. So this is very, very, you know, if the enemy team was there, we could get in trouble. We are thinking that, you know, where's the enemy team? And if we haven't seen any of them at this point, the percentage chance of them also invading is incredibly high. So as you can see, boom, there they were. They were also doing an invade alongside what we were doing. Basically did a yin-yang. They probably entered from the bottom tri-bush and we went up to the top near the blue. So yeah, speaking as the 1v1 in this lane, Yorick versus Pantheon, if I survive, and I'd honestly say, and this might make some people laugh, if I honestly survive by level 5, maybe level 6, without dying in the solo, I'll be pretty confident in this matchup. And again, the simple case of it's not just scaling, because obviously Yorick scales very well. It's the matter of split pushing. Yorick is one... Oh yeah, so I'm saying here, expecting my mid and bot to lose. Let's hope not. So again, just as an expectation of what you guys... Because normally I would say this live in my commentary. So you guys, in my mind, know what I'm feeling. Is I'm kind of feeling, you know, I'm not expecting a Pyke to win mid. Mainly because, yeah, it got kind of, it's fallen off. Riot balanced it out of the game, and it's against a Viger. How is he going to get to a Viger if he places his E correctly? And then bot lane, the stats just didn't look great. But going again with Yorick, split pushing, he's a monster at, and you're going to outscale the Pantheon. So he won't be able to stop your split push, and you just are a monster in terms of tower taking, objective taking. And that's probably going to be something to do with the video title here, is Yorick is a tower taking god or something like that. Because that is the job that I specifically picked Yorick for this game. Knowing I'm against Pantheon, and yes, I did pick into a Pantheon, and it was more like, I'm going to outscale him, and then I'm suddenly going to, like, just be able to take any towers I want, potentially. Meanwhile, my bot lane dies. Just pointing out there, Caitlyn did have heal and didn't use it, obviously, for the Zillion. I think they were too far apart in the end. But yeah, so far, not great. And remember, my bot lane is duo, and that Caitlyn was Diamond 4. Maybe it's a Smurf of some kind, or a transfer, I'm not really sure. But as for team comps, if we want to talk about that briefly, and again, the early lane phase, you'll notice not positioning crazy up. We're taking a bit of damage here or there, but that's fine. We went for the Corrupting Potion for sustain. And yeah, just don't risk too much. Getting ganked straight away. Thinking about positioning my W, you know, just to block it off, because that's the really good use of it. But don't need to, got far enough away. Echo in the river is now having a bit of a fight, and it's not a great fight to take early. Caitlyn does get 1 kill, Caitlyn does get 2 kills, so yeah, great, amazing. That's what we love to see. Now Echo is getting a little bit bullied by the Kayn. Pyke does go for a nice play there, will get some return damage. Kayn is not dead, however, because obviously Pyke has no damage, really. And yeah, that will be the end of that. Both of them ended up dying, the Echo and the Pyke. And I just wouldn't, you know, couldn't really do anything there. Couldn't get there in time. And obviously Kayn did healing after he didn't die. So that was very unfortunate. That kind of is a bit like, oh god, that's not a great sign. But you know, soldier on, I guess, is the phrase that you need to use in solo queue a lot. So again, I think in this game, I am trying to climb again on the main account. I feel like I'm actually playing fairly well, give or take. It's just a matter of time until we get on that win streak. You know, just wait for that win streak and then you'll start climbing. If you are one of those people, because I know they do exist, that's like, Huz, I went on your match history and there's a really bad Echo game. Meanwhile, get the first ever W, and then you can see, look at the damage. Like, I just completely out-damaged that guy. Yeah, he didn't have much mana, but it's showing a good sign. But there was a really bad Echo game. I think it was the game after this, potentially. Yeah, that game was unfortunate, and I think it's a great summary of what solo queue is like at the moment. So I picked Echo for my... I'm saying, I think Pyke mid is uber trash, by the way. Unhappy face. In pure 1v1, I think it's really bad. To make it work, meanwhile he gets doved and Echo's coming for a return kill. To make Pyke mid work, you need to get him snowballing. And that's what we need to try and get the Pyke to do. If he can snowball, get his ultimate going, that's how you make Pyke mid work. Other than that, in a pure 1v1, Pyke mid is really bad right now. And again, even if you're a great Pyke mid player, you'll probably admit you struggle in 1v1s. You've got to roam, you've got to have your jungler with you, and if that's the case, that's fine. But anyway, going back on the Echo game, unfortunately, I picked Echo for my jungler, and they picked me Ahri. Yeah, unfortunately, my jungler went AFK in Champion Select and didn't trade, so I had to play Echo and they had to play Ahri jungle. And when you're against a really good Orianna player and I have the wrong runes, I don't have magic resist in my runes, yeah, that went really bad. I just couldn't stop her farming and I got out-traded, obviously, having the wrong runes. That game was annoying, and it was like, yep, this pretty much sums up solo queue at the moment, is when your jungler goes AFK in Champion Select and doesn't give you the champion that you wanted. Quite annoying, but that's just the way it goes, I guess. But today I am recording this during Worlds. I think Team Liquid is currently playing, hence why I don't want to play right now, because the game quality definitely goes down when you're playing during Worlds. But I will play more solo queue tonight in my own time. I do really want to climb. You know, we're less than a month away from the season end, and even though I'm overall happy with the season, getting Master for the first time ever, etc., I would like to finish at least in Diamond 1, you know. Meanwhile, Caitlyn gets a nice kill, does get return kill by the Kayn, which is fair enough. Zillion's going to try and make his way, I guess, to at least an execute is the best situation he could hope for at this stage. And we've now made it to level 6, by the way. Pantheon's also level 6, and I'm pretty confident now in this matchup. The one thing I will say, meanwhile, Zillion does get executed, well played by him. The one thing I'll say to this Pantheon was a support main, but we did say and did see that, you know, hey, their Pantheon stats weren't bad. They had, I think, a neutral or positive win rate, so... You know, not terrible, but they are playing Pantheon kind of wrong, it has to be said. So they are playing Pantheon using what I was doing when I first thought Pantheon was kind of terrible. Meanwhile, I actually did a mistake with my ultimate there, by the way. When I thought the Pantheon rework was absolutely terrible, I was doing what this guy was doing, using the long-range Q. Meanwhile, for some reason, Leona's top. I do a nice W. She gets stopped out. So I don't know why Leona's bot lane. We are trying to bait, by the way, because my Echo's nearby. I land the E, which is going to slow the Pantheon. Now going to go for the kill on him. Leona flashes. He will go down straight away. Echo does a nice ultimate surviving. Now we're going to try and kill the Leona. So yeah, don't really know what's going on with the Leona. Why is she top lane at this stage? You know, maybe going for a cheeky gank every now and then is fine. It's a little bit random, though. But you never know what the thing is. Maybe if she's a Smurf with V2 in her name, meanwhile Jhin gets a 1v2 kill, maybe she thinks the Jhin's rubbish and it's like, I'm going to go do things without you around the map. Maybe, who knows? And yeah, unfortunately Caitlyn died in a 2v1. The Jhin did get a kill there, but that's just the way that goes. But yeah, I forgot the point. Oh, yeah, I'm going to play for my own, you know, maybe, and I do overstay here, by the way, and if I'm honest, I kind of forgot about Pantheon Ultimate. Going to try and make my way out as best I can. Probably going to end up dying, though. And Leona, by the way, is top lane again, which is just confusing the living hell out of me. So I am going to die probably without Leona. So she does take the kill, by the way, and I'm just pinging, yo, Leona, guys, you need to pressure bot lane. It shouldn't be allowed that Leona's allowed to go top lane and the Jhin to go unpunished, let alone Jhin get a 2v1 kill. So they really need to work on pressuring that Jhin, nearly dead, because that's not happening right now. And, you know, it's a bit of frustration. I think I was probably still dead even if Leona didn't come, and it's actually a positive because she took the kill from the Pantheon. But yeah. Anyway, a little fight's continuing. Pyke misses ultimate. Both of them are incredibly low under the tower. I do teleport back to top lane because we want to obviously continue the pressure. And that is the thing with Yorick, is if you've ever got a Yorick on your team and it's kind of like, dude, come group. You guys know I love grouping. That's how I play League of Legends. But Yorick is one of those champions that is like, you just don't group. He is a legit split pusher. I'd even wager that Yorick could even be a bigger split pusher than Tryndamere. And a lot of people would go, what? Yeah. Like, Yorick is legit designed for it. He has very little tools for team fights. Like, Tryndamere's got an AoE E that he can, like, E through the whole enemy team. Yorick don't have that. So, yeah. Gonna go for another lockout. He is gonna go damage reduction. Remember, he's one level ahead right now. And, you know, look at the difference. I'm a level down, and there is no competition in that trade. I even get hit by a tower and out-trade him. And we're not, what I'd say, we're not Yorick yet. You know, Yorick comes online generally in about 2 completed items. Triforce, and I like doing the Zrot build. So yeah, we're not even like at Yorick's stage yet, and we're still kind of out-trading, out-beating the Pantheon when, you know, I don't overstay under a tower. Now, good Yorick players, it's worth mentioning, are very good with their ultimate. they can summon their ultimate, and the ultimate basically never dies. I obviously have played a decent amount of Yorick, but I'm a little bit rusty at the champion. So right now, I don't have the confidence to, like, keep the ultimate up all the time. I am going to probably, yep, I'm going to pop it here because Pantheon's just gone missing, and may as well pop it to push the lane as quick as possible. And, you know, you can keep it alive. Trust me, I've played games, if you're unaware with how newer Yorick works, I've had games where I'm playing against a Yorick, and I'm playing something that I just, you know, it's not very strong or whatever, and he's had his ultimate up practically the whole game. Like, I just couldn't kill the ult. If I tried to kill the ult, he would kill me. So, yeah, a good Yorick is fantastic at keeping the ultimate alive. You just got to be very, you know, got to be very careful here or there of keeping it alive. All right, so we are having a gank, apparently. I do lock him in, do land the E, which means my little ghoulie thing is going to go for a bit of pressure. Bot lane's going well. I want to try and back out to keep my Maiden alive, which he does. And remember, if your Maiden gets low health, go back and buy, and then it'll actually get back to full health. So that's something that a lot of people, I don't think, know. We do want this kill, by the way. I'm feeling a bit like, kind of want to kill him. Pyke's made, you know, he's made his way the whole way to top lane. And this is kind of funny. Watch this. So he eased him very close into the right area. And that was nearly a bait that my Maiden nearly baited him to die, which is kind of funny. Pyke is still staying relatively in the area. I'm trying to just get the Pantheon to come back into the lane. The E actually misses. Caitlyn goes down to the Kayn. And that's probably going to be that. I doubt much more is going to happen unless he makes a mistake. I'm going to land the slow, though. Landing the slow, then going for the W. So now the Pantheon is completely caught. So this is what it's taken. Finally, boom. Finally, we get the kill. And yeah, so that's a massive mistake by the Pantheon. Basically, you know, he did well surviving for a while, and then for some reason he kind of got sloppy. Then he was like, all right, so the 100% of the Pyke's gone now, I can then play aggressive, and I slowed him with the E, caught him in the W, and then Pyke finished him off. So not really sure what the thought process with the Pantheon was. He should have 100% continued to be passive until he knew Pyke was gone. But that's, again, the unfortunate thing with Pantheon. Can you afford to have those passive moments on a champion that you need to do well early? And that's the thing. If you're against a Pantheon, and let's say I'm jungling, ganking a Pantheon is both a really good and a bad thing. So why I would potentially gank a Pantheon, meanwhile Caitlyn's getting a bit caught out by herself, nearly alive, Jhin pops the heal, does get her in the end, and that lane's going pretty bad. The farm difference is pretty big now and everything. Pyke is going to go down to the bot side, try to do what he can. But yeah, ganking a Pantheon is both good and bad. One, it's bad because your top laner is generally going to be outscaling a Pantheon anyway, so do you want to put time in a lane that your top laner is probably going to inevitably win anyway? So that's an argument. You know, is it better to go to bot lane where the lane might be closer to make the bigger difference? But the other point in that is sometimes it's actually good to go to a Pantheon lane so you completely lock him out of the game and you get your top laner snowballing. So there's an argument for both, and there's not a wrong or a right answer. It's situational. Meanwhile, Echo gets a double kill, really nice by him. And remember, pretty good recovery so far this game. Things have been pretty rough. It's getting better. Pantheon now coming in with his ultimate. Will he be able to get anything? Meanwhile, he does get one kill. I'm now just doing the pushing power, right? Jhin ultimate's coming down. Pantheon will get the Q. Snipe. And we do get, I think that was a tower plate there, which is, you know, a bonus. And you can notice the playstyle. So they're all fighting, I go for tower. They're fighting, I go for tower. That's what you're picking Yorick for. And that doesn't mean Yorick can't fight, by the way. He's actually pretty decent at fighting. So this, by the way, 100% warded. The way that he was sidestepping and stuff like that before he hit the vision plant, yeah, that just told me that was 100% warded. I'm going to go up to top lane, and if you're wondering what my thought process is right now, I'm going to pop ultimate. Just in case he was in that bush and we wanted to fight straight away. There is a solo kill there. I am pinging. Shadow Kayn is on his way. Leona does get killed as well. So I'm going to push this, and my thought process is Rift Herald really soon. Because, yeah, I'm doing an objective playstyle here. Going to try and go for something here on the Pantheon. I should have E'd first before the W, because the E at least slows, and that should give you a more reliable W land. So yeah, put the E on if it's a guaranteed slow, which that I think would have been, and then land it. But here we go, the plan is in action. So we did push, and now I'm going to go for the Rift Herald. Going to throw over a ward just in case. Obviously, there was a blasting plant potentially. It's not there right now, but you don't want someone coming over. Nice play, though, coming in. They do get a just really nice basic one-shot. And that's what I said, you know, Pyke mid, not great as an individual, but you combine him with an Echo. You combine him with different things. You make him roam. You make him gank top. That's how you make Pyke solo lane work. But trust me, Riot doesn't want Pyke solo lane. They have really emphasized that. So if you do play it, know that, you know, it's not that strong individually. If you're playing the wrong playstyle on Pyke in solo lane, you're going to be incredibly weak. And that's why it's kind of like just play him support. Because this Pyke's playstyle is, you know, do stuff in the lane and then roam. It's the exact same as Pyke support, but at least you're not taking up a solo laner's position. Now, I'm not really sure what's going on with Leona. She gets caught. I don't know if she might have been typing there, potentially. And I'm like, right, she's dead. I'm just going to continue pushing. And yeah, she's inting, I guess. Maybe, you know, it's been a bit weird that she was top lane, obviously, twice in this game. But, you know, her Jhin was doing fine. Her Jhin even got a 2v1 kill. Going to pop the Herald's Cull because I want to make stuff happen. And notice now, how do I transition, like, doing well in top lane? And, you know, it's not obvious. I'm 1-1-2. It's not like I'm fed. But how do I transition pressure into, like, gold for my team? Notice the difference. Pantheon is still top lane right now. He's just in top lane, not really achieving that much. He might have got the tower, I don't know. But I'm in mid lane, and I'm taking objectives. I'm about to take 2 towers in one play. But, yeah, my top lane tower isn't even dead. So it's all about pressure, and that's what this Pantheon has definitely missed. He didn't punish me enough in the early game, and that is potentially because I played passive and I didn't allow him to pressure me, and that's what I've always said. If you're playing against something that is so early game reliant, just don't risk anything. And like Shaco, I've heard, is kind of strong again in the early game, in jungle. I haven't really played against one yet that's been good, but I've always said over the years when Shaco was always known for his early game, well, don't risk anything, because he always used to fall off, Shaco did, and then Riot kind of brung up his late game and then nerfed his early game. That's apparently gone back the other way now, so just play passive in the early game. Don't risk stuff, don't get killed, and I don't know, it's just meh. So I am saying this matchup feels good for Yorick, and yeah, it feels good for Yorick in the non-obvious way. I imagine if, and no offense intended here, meanwhile overstay is definitely happening for my bot side right now. To a lower rating player, they might be like, this is, you're 1-1-2. This isn't going incredibly crazy. But everybody who is high rating right now probably is like, no, this actually feels pretty good for Yorick. He, you know, we're a little bit down on farm from a Pantheon, but we have done, you know, I think I've killed 3 towers this game versus Pantheon 0. I think KDA-wise, we'll bang. KDA-wise, he's slightly more involved with me, but the pressure difference is, like, all what you want on this champion. And we're now even going for this tower, by the way. Like, this would be my 4th tower destroyed if I managed to get this tower. And it's not just that, it's also just denying the Pantheon. So a lot of people end up feeding to a Pantheon. Meanwhile, this is a complete bite, by the way. I stayed to fight that guy for as long as possible, and it was a pretty easy kill. Again, it's probably because it's a support main and he just doesn't have that top lane mentality right now. But there's my 4th tower destroyed this game. I land my slow, then into the Pyke Q, and then he gets 1 shot. Another nice. But again, I don't care about that. I'm going for the tower yet again. All about the towers. Just that W, by the way, sometimes a W for Yorick isn't intended to keep people in it. It's an extra wall that they can't get through. So it's just to kind of block them off. And this is now inhib. So we've taken 5 towers so far this game and an inhibitor. Crazy. Like that's Yorick in a nutshell. And obviously the last 2 there with help with my team. But yeah, like that's what you want. So if you are looking to pick up Yorick, then yeah. So I did, by the way, we'll zoom in there to the Riot ward. At the beginning of this video, I might have made an announcement, potentially nice stun, Hextech Proto Belt kill. If you guys do want a chance to win one of those Riot ward skins, one, I'm giving one away on my Instagram right now, HuzzyGames. You just got to go follow the Instagram, go like the post and all that, leave your region. But very kindly, Riot has provided me, meanwhile Chain CC is happening, Riot has provided me nice stun. They've provided me a bunch more of them, which they normally never do because they're very rare. They provided me a bunch of them to give away in my upcoming stream this Saturday. It's going to be a subathon style. It's kind of a delayed celebration for League 10. But like right now, there is the ward. That is what you can win. And it is, again, one of the rarest items in League of Legends. There is not many of them at all. And, you know, maybe there's going to be more of them because obviously at League Celebration, they gave 500 people of them. From my knowledge, I'm one of the only people that they're giving extra ones to give away to people. But yeah, it's very, very rare. Anyway, what is now my objective as Yorick? It is more towers, surprise, surprise. So yes, we did go for the Zarot build. Jhin is coming over to try and save the tower. I was tempted, by the way, to commit to that, because I'm like, I kind of want the towers and stuff. You can see I am fighting these two in a 2v1. Remember, they're not incredibly weak. It just shows, like, how tanky Yorick is. Now even Pantheon, I go for the thingy. This might be a bit too much. So there's Pantheon ult, there's Kayn, he didn't give up in the end, and Jhin ultimate. Yeah, I'm dead. Unfortunately, my team wasn't putting any pressure on while that happened. Like, Baron then would have been perfect, for example. But yeah, that was just too much for me to survive. But you could still see the tankiness. Nearly got the tower, by the way, and that's what I care about. Nearly got the tower in that kind of, I guess, 1v3. So I am going Gargoyle, by the way. The reason why Gargoyle, for those that want to know, is the playstyle. I want to hammer that point as much as I can. It's all about the playstyle of going for objectives and being as tanky as possible. Meanwhile, Pyke go for this. And what you're about to see, by the way, is the weakness of Pyke. This Pyke is arguably against two of the weakest people on the enemy team, and he just got killed basically for free because he just got CC'd. It's Pyke. So, yeah. Nice revive there by Zilean. That will kill the Kayn, which... I'm going to be honest, maybe the Kayn got tilted. Meanwhile, this play by Echo, by the way, that was really clean. I think potentially the Kayn might have been tilted or something happened because there is no reason for him to do blue Kayn or assassin Kayn this game. When you're behind your enemy jungler, the Echo, you don't generally want to go blue Kayn when your opponent is also going assassin, because one assassin will beat the other assassin and you're already behind. So he should have 100% gone red, but you know, not in the right frame of mind or whatever. Kind of like this Leona. So again, she's split pushing for some reason. Again, another possibility of having V2 in a name. Could be a toxic individual and got banned or something and then has to make a new account. It's always a possibility. We do get a kill, makes us 2-2-5. And meanwhile, as with the point that I just made, when one assassin is a lot more fed than the other, there's no competition. And I'm even typing, I don't know why he went blue Kayn into two assassins. So yeah, Pyke and Echo, he was behind both of them. It's just never going to go well for him. Ever. It's just very weird. So again, my job this game, returning to doing more tower stuff, place the Zrock portal, and we're going to eventually make our way into the base pretty soon. Just looking for the Jhin a bit, waiting for the bulk of the minions, and going to kill the tower in a second. Going to think about the kill, by the way, on the Jhin, because I am actually surprisingly, I know it doesn't seem that way, I am actually surprisingly strong. Going to be trying to just dodge, dip, duck, dive, and dodge as much as I can. Unfortunately, I mistimed the Viger, but I did a decent amount. The Jin's actually kind of low. Unfortunate timed, do get an assist on Leona. Unfortunate time Zilean ult there. I think he expected the one shot, didn't actually come. And now we get the Gargoyle. So I don't mind a lot of these deaths. Double kill there, nearly a triple kill, because it's about the pressure that we're giving. Again, my team could be doing other things while I'm bot lane and stuff. Like, as I said, the Baron, hell, they could be mid and taking that tower. So yeah, but I am saying in the chat, you know, this is for you guys to read. Yorick is legit stupid power on towers. Like, it's just stupid. Like, what, is that my 6th tower that I've killed this game? I killed top, tier 2 top, the 2 in mid, now bot, and also didn't I get tier 2 in bot side? So yeah, that was like 6 towers I think I've killed this game. It's ridiculous. Like, it's absolutely crazy. And remember, objectives, generally objectives are the thing that win you the games. Because, you know, yeah, a lot of games get surrendered because of kills here and there. But if you're going on the win condition of League of Legends, meanwhile, Echo's in the backside right now. Kayn looking for, obviously, some kills by himself, doesn't manage to get it. Remember, the main objective of League of Legends is the enemy nexus. It's an objective. So objectives is the actual thing that wins you the game. Now, what am I doing? I'm in the enemy base, straight to the objective. So, yeah, I'm basically ignoring team fights this game, and it's a good thing. It's weird, because if you played some champions in this playstyle, it would be terrible, so you've got to be very careful what you're doing in the playstyle, but some champions, obviously, it's what they're designed to do. Yorick is one of them. Leona overstays now, going to go for a bit of return damage. We are getting a bit caught out. I'm going to pop my Gargoyle, by the way, which now makes me incredibly tanky. Nice stun coming by Zilean. We'll get the kill there. Going to go continue. Kayn is now in the area. I'm in a bit of trouble. Do get revived. Now locking down the Kayn. Do get another kill, double kill. Unfortunately, I don't get killed, so I'm a bit in a predicament here. I actually should be popping my Corrupting Potion, which I haven't right now. Should be healing as much as I can, but that will be the fight overall. Going to go for the slow, miss the slow on the Viger. Still not pop my Corrupting Potion. Huzzy, come on, pop it. Another tower. That's, I think, my 7th tower I've killed this game. About to be the 8th, potentially. There's the 8th, combined with the Echo help. And we are very low, so I think we're going to just try to back out now so we don't end up dying. So, Crazy, you know, very tanky, didn't die, you know, even got Zillion revived, so thank you very much to that guy, but wasn't used. I was tanky enough to survive the whole fight, and by the way, yes, I do kill the Viger somehow. I guess minions killed it and I was the last damage, and my ghouls finished the game. If you guys missed that, go back and rewind. My ghouls finished the game. Like, combining with the minions, I had little ghouls that were attacking it, and there was a 3,000 on the enemy nexus. That was 3,000 damage my ghouls were doing to the enemy nexus. They won the game. Crazy, I know. But that is objective power Yorick, and it's wonderful. It's a relatively boring playstyle, but it's also really fun. So we gained 17, that makes us 81, which does mean if we win another game, we'll be like 98 LP, which is a bit annoying. I am throwing a report straight away on the Leona because I do think she was inting. Damage, like, not a crazy amount of damage. Pantheon does a bit more than me, but that's not what I was going for. Boom. There is a total damage to objectives, but that is also including objectives is dragons and everything. I wasn't involved in dragons, so I think momentarily I will swap over to something else. But yeah, objective damage, Yorick is incredibly strong. You know, look, there were some people that did 0 objective damage in that game, and really we just didn't allow a Pantheon do his job, and there is it. So you can see how much more damage I did to towers than anyone else. That's the playstyle. Look at the damage difference between me and Pantheon. Ridiculous. That's going to be it, though. If you guys did enjoy, throw a like on it, throw a subscribe. See you guys next time. See ya.